Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing the day 3 of HTML series. So actually previously also I have done my videos on HTML day 3 because there were some issues with that. I am going to be re-explaining some major concepts, and along with that we'll be doing 3 whole projects from scratch based on day 1, day 2 and day 3 content. So day 3 content mainly includes table and forms. In that table is quite easier, you will understand it quickly. Forms require lot of understanding and memorization. What you have done here, what we are doing today is not the end of it. It's just the beginning of it. So remember, and yeah, so let's start with first table. So tables syntax, remember, it's a table. So we're going to start with table, of course, and then this table will also have the head part and the body part. In the head part, T head and TR TR. In that TH because it comes in the header part. This will form the heading like name, age, hobby. Like this, three columns will be formed. Here you will fill Ria, 19, singing. That you will go on filling for each person as per the requirement. Now coming to the body part. Body part will inside the body again you will have TR, and that also will close with TR. See, the main focus today is on working on those three projects, because if you are able to execute the three projects perfectly, it means you successfully understood all the 3 days concepts. That's why I'm going to stress more on the project. This thing will quickly revise. T body, TR, TR. Again TR, TR. So each row you will have a TR, TR. Here in the body you will have TD. Here you have TH. Here you will have TD by filling in each row separately. Okay, that's all about it. We'll focus more on it when we are doing the project. Okay, this you understood table. Then you have T head. Then you have TR. Then TH, TH, TH. Then you have T body. In that TR. Then again TD, TD, TD. All of that. Okay, this and all I'll explain it to you. But before that, we will look into the forms once. Okay, so look, there's various ways to take an input. Few of the options are here. Okay, so form, there's label and there's input. There's label and there's input. Some you might see that there's no label. Like in checkbox there's no label. For submit there's no input, no label, something else. There's a different syntax to remember for each various users. And also I'll show you in a tabular form. I've neatly arranged it with the help of ChatGPT. I'll show you that also. So label for F name means full name. Then in input type, I'll tell you in essence what mistake happened was we had not included the name. Because of that, so many things changed. So that's why I'm going to I'm making this free video where I am explaining the use of these as well. So sometimes you might, this name actually will not be visible when we're typing it. If you not don't put, it's working the same way, and it's not visible to the user as well. So I thought, what's the use of this? But then when I looked up into it, this is what is being sent into it, into the system. What is being sent is going to be sent as name, F name, email. That is going to be sent to that. So that's why you have to use name. So we use type. In that type, is it text, is it email, is it password, is it number, all of that. Then ID, you have whatever is written in for, that will be the ID. And then you have name, which is the same thing. You can write it as for what you write there, you can write name, you giving it a name, that's it. And placeholder, what should be this placeholder is something when you start typing it will go. And this required, what is written here is this required shows that if that part is not filled, the form will not get submitted. Okay, that much you understood. Next, for password, same thing. Label for pass. You're going to close it and write password here. Close the label. Then input, type password, ID, same pass, and name password. Here, why are we not using placeholder? Because it's not required, obviously. Now, preferred contact method. This is a type of radio. In radio means what? Means if there's multiple options, only one you can choose. If you click the first one, then you click the second one, the first one is going to get unclicked. Suppose there's 3 options. If you click the first one and then you proceed to click the second one, the first one will automatically become unclicked. Then if you proceed to click the third one, you said no, I want this option. After the second one, we get unclicked. Okay, so only one you can choose. But in checkboxes, you can choose multiple options in checkboxes. Now let's look at the syntax for radio. Label part is same. Label part, here there is no for. There is no for in radio. If you remember some things very consciously, There is no for or ID. All of that is not there in radio. You have to remember consciously. What is for ID? All of that come for name, for email, for password. All that. This for and all came. But for radio, it's a different syntax. You have to remember all of this consciously. For radio, just label is coming. Instead of label, you can add paragraph flag also. It will not make any difference. Okay, preferred contact method. After that, input. Here input type is radio, and here you will have name is going to be same, name is contact. Here when both of these are same, both of these should be compulsory same. If you're adding three more options, all of them should point to the same one variable only. Okay, contact and value. Here it is not, maybe it is not type, or is it's not ID, it's not placeholder. I mean ID is there, I mean name is there. It's called value here. Value, that same value, won't write it here. Okay, so in radio, what did I say? It'll come first input type equals to radio. ID, all of that is not there because for is not there, means ID why will it come? For is not there, means why will ID come? Okay, because for and ID is only, for and ID is only the linking thing. Okay, here radio, I mean type radio, name, after both the names should be same, whatever it is should be same, then value. These three things only. Type, name, value. Okay, next suppose you have to choose multiple options. Now as I told you, I mean not multiple options, from multiple options you have to choose one, like checklist. I'm not checklist, like choosing, like drop down menu will be there, and here multiple options will be there. You have to choose one of them. Such cases is, for that case is, so label for equals to topic. Here syntax is slightly different. Say topic, then topic, this part is same like before only it is. Now select ID equals topic, name equals topic. Here placeholder will obviously not come because no one type anything. And here what else is not coming, means type is not coming. For select, type is not coming, only ID and name is coming. So for radio, type was there, name was there, value was there. For this drop down menu, type is not there. First of all, type is not there because it's having its own syntax. If it's having its own, like here input is not there, here select is there. You know, selecting something, there's no input linking to it. So here select, ID topic, name topic, then here option. In option also you can write value equals to double quotes like how you did for radio, or you can write directly like this. It works. Okay, option, general inquiry or feedback or job opportunity, you have to choose either one of this, and then that part is closed. Select. Okay, now next is label for. This is for text. This, all of this was giving you single simple line, single simple line like this, but this message one will give you a big text box where you can type multiple lines. So in that case, let me explain you quickly. Here this label for message. This part is same, label part is same. Text area, ID equals message, name equals, here text area is the key, not input. See, input is only coming for these simple things. For radio, it's radio. For selecting, there's no input itself. For message, also there's no, I mean text, large text area, there's also no input. Text area, ID equals message, name, message, placeholder. Name should be there, that you have to ensure. Next, if the input type checkbox, if the input is type checkbox, then name input type checkbox, name subscriber newsletter. Name should be there, for that you should ensure. Then if it's a submitting button, this button you want, that for that one you have to type button type equals submit. Button type equals submit. Understanding? Button type equals submit, send message, close the button. Okay, I hope it's clear. When we do some questions, you'll understand better. Now I'll directly jump into the question because I don't want to confuse further. Before that, I will also show you some shortcuts once, just to revise. See, if it's for text, like how we saw email, password, all of these four are required. Even for number, all of these four are required. This much is easy. Now rest remaining four. Major only I'm telling. If there's different kinds of things to experiment and do with. Or for major I'm saying. Now value which is there, that is required. See, submit also, when I showed here, it's not having any value as such. I'm just telling. It's showing tick here, that's why I'm saying. Where also it's working. And ID, we saw all of that. Text is also have type because it have its own. This one checkbox was having select. I'll revise the syntax here. It's better here. So text ID name placeholder all of these. When selecting one option, that time you will have name value and ID. That is for radio. And multiple options you will have these. And if you're choosing from a list, then you will have select and these. Select an option. Okay, when we are seeing with the experiment, that time we'll again have to come back because we are not experts in it. So you have to take this as a reference. This is an entire thing. We'll take this as a reference and we'll come back again and again to check what we have done wrong, all of that. So not to worry. So don't think that we are not, we should not make mistakes, all of that. Mistakes can be made and they shall be corrected. That's how the mindset should be there. Okay. So just give me 1 second. So first one which I am going to do is, this is the name of the project is pet adoption website. Okay, so I'm just going to open code directly and then I'm going to show you in this. Yesterday we were doing that one, but it didn't come out really well. We'll see. Okay, what to do because I've attached, I'll attach its code if required as well, the updated one. Okay, anyway, first let's do the fresh one today. That right now, there's pet adoption website. Okay, it's going to be very interesting. We're going to use all the topics before, and we'll try our best to make it work really well. That should be our main aim. This channel is completely from a student for every student. So yeah, doc type HTML. The first line is that one. Next, it also makes you revise the older concepts as well. So that's why I choose topics like, which will cover all of the previous concepts. In the head, we need title, and that title I'm going to keep it as Happy Pause Adoption Center. Okay, my bad. I've read title here. This is something which is not going to be visible to the user. Okay, so the head part is done. Congratulations. Now let's go to the body, and in the body first we'll start with the header where I would like to write the h1 heading right now. That I will name the same thing, Happy Pause Adoption Center. All of this data, which all of this content basis, whatever content I'm going to be using is purely AI generated. Okay, it's going to come as Happy Pause Adoption Center. After that I am going to open the navigation tag, under which I am going to be opening an anchor tag wherein href equals to the first one, which is going to be home. See, in day one we were struggling to write just these. Day one, day two we were struggling to write just these. Now coming to day three, we are very fluent in all of these. which is a good progress. Okay, and I'll write home here. You can see it came. Next, again one more anchor tag I'm going to use, href equals to, and here I'll be using hashtag pets, and there we go. Next anchor tag href equals contact, and here I'm going to write contact. Okay, done. Why is it getting, yeah, done. Now we are done with the header part as well. Now let's go to the main, and in the home, I mean in the home tab itself, I want to use a section which is going to section id equals, I'm going to write here home, and then I'm going to write a h2 heading which says about. Okay, and here I'm going to write small paragraph. All this content is all generated by AI. Okay, every pet deserves a loving home at Happy Paws Adoption Center. We help connect caring families with adorable pets looking for a second chance. Oh my god, so many mistakes. Okay, and maybe we could use a strong tag here to emphasize on the name of the company. Okay, let's make the A capital. Okay, we're done with the first part. In the same part itself, I would like to, in the same section, there's a section, oh my god, the section ended here, which is not supposed to what we want the section to end a bit later. Okay, in the same section I want to add an image. I'll just add a rabbit image, for which I'll use Chrome right now. Image of a dog. Okay, so I'll just go to open a new tab, and okay, this website doesn't sound very safe. I don't know, there was some, I don't know why everything is looking like that, but I'll just copy this, and here I'm going to image source equals, and here I can pay. Oh my god, this is exactly what was not supposed to happen, but it still did came. Usually the links are not this big, guys. There's some huge error which has happened. Usually the rings are not this big. It has worked. I'm grateful, but yeah, I've done some mistake which we'll figure out later. I mean, it's actually I'm using the tab here, but it comes in copy image address or something like that, which is supposed to be clicked. Usually, it doesn't. In the previous videos when I tried, it does not come like this. I don't know why suddenly. Oh my god! But yeah, we'll just proceed. Alt text is image of a dog, and then maybe I could increase the width a little to say 400 maybe. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And I'll just close the image tag, and after this what I'll do is image is done. Next I will open another section that is of pets. Section id equals pets, if I'm not, that's what I've given. Yeah, and here I will first write an h2 heading saying benefits. First I'll write pets, then I will go to maybe first I'll write here break as well because I want in the next line, and then I will write here h3 heading where I will write benefits of adopting pets, and then I want to open an unordered list. Even ordered list, but an ordered list is mostly used for sequential series or steps. This is not sequential, so I'll just use this. List reduces stress and loneliness. The next one I'll give encourages responsibility. The next list I'll give saves animal lives. The next one I'll give brings happiness to your. Okay, okay. This works, and I think this is already going to give a space above and below. So I'll just do this. Hold on, what happened? Yeah, this is works. This works. Okay. So after this, I want to make a table in the same section of pets. So I'll start making a table. In the table, first I'll have the header part of the table, not header, head. So T head, and in this I'll have TR, and then I will have TH. So first one is going to be the pets, then the next TH will be age, the next TH will be vaccinated. Okay, that's the rehead part. Then I want to go to the T body part. Next, then I'll go to the T R. Similarly here, then here in TR I will have TD, not TB, it's TD. Okay, first one I'll go with golden retriever. In the next TD I'll go with 2 years. In the next TD, I'll go with yes. Similarly, in the next TR, I'll go with the first TD, that is okay. Here I've just added one dog image, but it doesn't mean only dogs are there in this. So it could be anything. So I'll go with Persian cat. Next TD is 1 year. The next TD is also yes. I go to the next TR. There's an extra basically, and the next TD, which is rabbit, and the next TD I'll keep it as 8 months. The next TD I'll keep it as no. Okay, so I think three are enough. Now I'll show you how it looks. See, wow, amazing, right? Right, nice. Now table has formed. Very nice. I am very happy. Okay. Now, instead of contact, what I'll do is now I have to fill the adoption form. Now the form part begins. So I'll just change the question a little bit. Instead of here contact, I'll fill here form, and I'll write here registration form. Or you know what? Let contact be as it is. We'll also give a contact for them to contact us. So that we'll fill later. Let me fill the form first, then let us fill the contact. I just thought you could do this, but yeah, never mind. Let's do that itself first. That section will close, but in the main itself, I'll be opening a form. From here starts the main proper one. So I'm going to collect the name, email, phone number, password, and age. Till here it is very simple. Correct? We go to label, then we write for equals name. We close the label. This is very simple. I will write here name. Till now you can see only name has found. I will also write a break, and we also want a horizontal line, and I will also write one h2 saying fill the adoption form here. Okay. Now name, for this we have to take a input. So input type equals to, what will that be? Type will be equal to name. Yes. Then you want the ID, which is also equal to the name. Yes, very good. That space extra we don't want. Then next one is going to be the name, which is going to be the name. And next is going to be the placeholder, which is going to be enter your name. Okay, let's see how it has come. I have no idea what happened. Yeah, so here you can write the name. The next one, next label I'm going to put for the email. So for equals email, and then closing it, I'm going to write email, and then input type equals email, id equals email, then name equals email, placeholder equals enter your email, and then we have to close it as well. So we can see, if you want it in the next line, all you have to do is add one break over here, so we'll go to the next line. See, next after this we would want to add the phone number. So label for equals phone. I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to write phone number, then I just put a colon, and then I'm going to take the input type equals number, your type equals to number, and then I have to take the id, which is going to be phone, and then I'm going to take the name, which is going to be, say, phone itself, then placeholder, which is going to say, I'm not going to use the required tag here. Required tag is just going to be saying that it's compulsory to fill this part itself that I've explained, right? So placeholder is going to be enter your phone number, and you can close this. Now what you can see here is that enter your phone number will only give you digits. It will not give you letters or anything as such, as you can see. Sorry, as you can see, only numbers you are allowed to type. Okay. Next, I want to take the password. It's just asking, I don't know for what, but yeah, password. Label for equals, in the middle, after doing so many, I'm almost forgotten here. Label for equals password, I'll write. Then close this, then password. Then next, I'll also write a break here first of all. Yeah. Then after that, I want input type equals password, id equals password, name equals password. This does not require a placeholder. If you want, you can add entire password. Okay, I'll just write, doesn't matter much. Placeholder equals enter your password. Excuse me. So whatever is getting typed will get converted into dots, as you can see. Okay. So after password, I want to collect the age of the user. So label for equals age. Then I'm going to close this. Then I'm going to write age. Or if I also write a break here, then I want this input also, I keep it as number only. I think that would be suitable only. Input type equals number, id equals age, type equals to number, id equals to age, then name equals age, placeholder equals enter your age. Done. Okay. Next we want see only number format. Next we want to take gender. Now this gender, I don't know if it is of the pet or if it is of the human. I think it's of the pet mostly. Okay. I hope all of this was also age of the human, not of the animal. Yeah, I mean it's of the human obviously, because the pet's age I've already mentioned. Next, I want to make a radio button. Now for radio button, I told you you can write like this. Choose the gender. The gender of the animal, or is the gender of the human? I'm not sure. Okay, I'll just say choose the gender. Now, that much clarity there's no given as to which whose gender. Okay. Now, input type equals radio. And I told you there is no ID over here because there is no label for, there's no ID. Instead, there is name, which is going to be the same both the places that you have to remember, gender, and here value. I'm going to give it as male, and outside also have to write male. That is what is going to be displayed to the audience. I think it's select and not input. Or I'll just see. Okay. Now the same thing we'll do for female. Input type equals radio, name equals, both the names should be same, only then it'll work. Gender, value equals female. Now I'll show you, nothing will be displayed here. Nothing will be displayed. Only when you write here female, that time only it will come. Understood? You think that whatever is seen, that is only existing. Actually, what more than what you can see, that much is existing behind. So you can choose like this. After that, I have to choose the preferred pet. Okay. So for the preferred pet, we want to select. So select. Before that, I can write a label for equals pet. Here I'll write pet. Then select is there, within which I will write id equals pet. Name also, I'll just add name equals pet, and then I want to include the option, and then here I'm going to write it as value. You can add directly also, you can add value equals to also. I just said value equals to dog, and then here I'll write it as dog. Then next option I will give value equals cat, and then I'm going to write here cat. Once let's see if it's coming out the way we expected or what. No, no, no. So what's the error now? Okay. For now, you know what? I'll just directly write inside whatever I want. Let's. We will see what happens. This is the first major error we encountered, and I don't like it, guys. Honestly, because it's this form part is the hardest for me because it's everything went smooth, table, all of that went smooth, and I'm almost like, yeah, you could choose from here. Then one more option is there, that is rabbit option, if you remember. Option rabbit. So we can choose either rabbit or, oops, what happened? Okay. Next I'm choose the reason for option. I think this has to be like a checklist format, which again I'm not sure how to work with it. We will see. Before this, I will, the form should come within all of these. I don't know why it went there. Hmm. I mean within the main. Okay. Before this, I want to write a H2 heading saying choose your pet. Hold on a second, guys. Choose your pet, and then they can choose from there. And after this, I also want to add reason for adoption. So label for equals reason, and then I'll just write here reason, and then here I'll write input type equals checklist or checkbox. Now that I have forgotten now. Just give me 1 second. I've clearly forgotten. Let's quickly visit back. Nothing wrong in visiting the concepts. So it's not there. Let's check this checkbox. And there's no label. Okay, my bad. But in checkbox, there's only one checkbox here. Give me 1 second. Hmm. So name, value, ID. Name, value. Okay. Okay. Let's try checkbox. ID equals reason, and name equals also reason. I'll write for value. I'll write, hold on 1 second, friendship. And here I'm going to close this and write friendship. Let's see how is that working. Okay, I mean it's okay, it's kind of working fine. I'll add a break. They have not added label there, but ID should be there, means this should be there. So I'll just repeat the same step again and see then. Input type equals checkbox. Then I have to add an ID which is equal to reason. Then I have to add a name which will also be equal to reason. Then I have to add value which now is going to be security. Then I'm going to close this and then I'm going to write security. We'll see how this is working. This after reason also I will write a break. Now we'll see. Yeah, friendship, security. This you can choose multiple. So one more I will add, and then I think that would be input type equals checkbox. ID equals reason. Then hold on, I'll just send this next line. Reason. Then name equals also reason. Then value equals family companion. And then I'm going to see, now only checkbox will be formed, but the main thing which will be formed will be only after you close this thing and write here family companion. Okay, will come next after the submit button at the last. Before, yeah, now I'll go to the button value, sorry, type equals submit, and then I'm just going to write submit the form, before which I'll also add a break. Now let's see how it works. Yep, that's how you would want it to be. I'm thinking this reason also I'll make it h2 because anyway, okay, but this thing should be there. Okay, fine, let's just say it's working. As long as it's working, I'm so grateful. Next, in the same body I would like to add a section. Form is done, congratulations guys, you have completed finally without any visible errors. So section ID is going to be as quick as possible. Contact, one thing we had written there, and I want to add a h2. Contact here, and then I want to add a break tag, and then I want to write a paragraph tag which is saying phone number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9. Okay, and then I also want to add email maybe. The main part is done. Now I'm just improvising it little here and there. Maybe what was the name of the shop? Happy pause at gmail.com. This is an example, and resemblance is purely coincidental. Okay, so that we are done. Contact is done. Next, coming this section is done. Main also is done. Next, I want the footer, which quickly I'm going to write a paragraph tag. Say this one 2026. Oh my god. Happy pause adoption center. Let's go, guys. We have finally completed one full project. It was heck of a thing, almost an hour, unbelievable. We have done it. Like when I go to home, it's getting it about. Then I go to pets, it's taking me to pets. Contact, it's taking me to the contact here. And it's working wonderfully according to me. Okay, so I'm happy about how it has come. It is far better than what I've expected. In the previous one, it was quite challenging for me to do, but now it's really nice. So I'll give you the source code for the one which we did, which we tried previously and did not work. That one was of choosing the courses. The next one is Tech Club membership page. I thought of doing this also in this video, but because it's taking a lot of time, I'll do it in the next one for sure. Like the immediate next video is going to be of this Tech Club membership page one. So not to worry, we'll do it since you have done one. Now gain confidence to do better. So thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.